Welcome everybody to my newest Let's Play, Dragon Quest V on the Super Famicom. I have a copy of this game, but I'll be playing it on an emulator, translated version, because it only came out in Japan for the Super Famicom. It didn't come out in America until 2009 for the Nintendo DS. They've had some new monsters that they added onto it. There's a bunch of changes. They allowed you to have 4 party members rather than 3, new monsters to catch. But I'm just going to play the original because, like I said, I want a copy of the cartridge, the Japanese cartridge. But since it's in Japanese, can't play it, so I'm actually playing translated ROM here. So, we're going to be renaming our character Bean, because we're going to learn later on that our character is actually a king, so it'll be fitting King Bean. King Bean was Cosmo's brother. Cosmo, remember, was our hero from Dragon Warrior 4. So, now we're going to have his brother here as the hero for Dragon Quest V. Lord Pappas, your wife has just given birth. What, so soon? And that man right there in the brown, he'll be important later on. And we'll also be revisiting this area much later on in the game, but it's just a little preview of what we got to come, so you can already tell we're going to be a strong character who's got a strong voice. Oh, dearest. What a beautiful child. Listen to him. He always sounds like a little warrior. Let's see. What should we name him? He picked some bad names. Some biblical type names. How about Jonas? Nah. Lazarus, remember he was raised from the dead. Samson, the powerful judge. The long hair, strongest man alive. My, what wonderful names. Perfect for a little warrior. But actually, I've been thinking of a name as well. And that name will stick. What do you think about the name Bean? Bean, it doesn't really have that zing to it, does it? Still, it is kind of catchy. And how can I say no to you? Bean, from this day on, your name shall be Bean. Oh, dearest. Martha, what is it? Oh, you're alright. Talk to me. Kind of leaves us on a little cliffhanger here. Makes us think that Martha there died in childbirth, but we'll learn that Martha is still alive, and Martha is a driving force behind this quest that King Bean will be taking. It'll be a long quest. The quest actually takes place over basically 3 generations. We have Bean's childhood, Bean's teenage years, and then Bean as an adult. So we can see Bean's childhood. Then we'll actually get to see in the final generation, Bean become a father himself. Ah, Bean, it's about time you finally woke up. What? You had a dream? And from when you were a baby, you say you're in some castle? Wahaha, sleepyhead. Why don't you take a little walk out in the fresh air, son? It'll help you wake up. I'll be right here, so come back safely to me, okay? So there's our character, Bean. He's a little kid right now, and he will be adventuring with his father, Pappas. We'll learn a lot more about Pappas as the game goes on, but for right now, Pappas is just basically an adventurer. What's the matter, boy? If you got business with Captain, he's in his cabin. We start off adventuring with our father, and by the 3rd generation, we'll be adventuring with our children. How are you traveling? Just you and your father? I'm this ship's captain. As a long time ago, your father helped me out a lot. Listen here, boy. Listen to your father well and grow up to be as great a man as he is. And we will. We have a lot to do before we grow up. Grrr. Huh? I didn't scare you. Hey, what a brave little kid. Kind of reminds me of Phantasy Star 3 Generations of Doom, where you play 3 different generations. But in that game, you play like a grandfather, son, and then a grandson. Hey, the boy, how are you? My cookies sound the best. I wonder who's the better cook, me or your father. Well, in this game, we're just basically following one character through all 3 generations. I heard your father is traveling the world, searching for something. I don't know what it is, but I hope you find it soon. Can't believe that your dad's been raising you all by himself. Your father must really be something, huh? There's a bunch of barrels and chests down here, but there's nothing inside the barrels. And the treasure chests are locked, so can't get anything. The only thing we can get on this ship is that medical herb in the drawer where we woke up. And we can also get some information. We're going to talk with all the characters here, and that'll unlock the cutscene that we get coming up. We'll soon reach the harbor of Vista soon. It may not sound pretty fancy. It may sound fancy, but it's actually pretty dinky. Heck, I can't believe that the captain decided to take us there. But once we talk to everybody, that basically triggers this little cutscene here where we're going to pull into the port. So I was going to climb the mast, pull up the sail. And we will slow down and reach Port Vista. In the DS remake, you actually run into a family here. Potentially two of your wives. There's actually, in this game, you can marry two women later on. On the DS, they actually have a third. You get to meet two of the three right here, so they don't like come out of nowhere. But, like I said, that's for the remake version. We're just playing the old version here. Listen, boy, will you go fetch your father for me? Will do, but first let's go on. We talk with everybody. Some people have some new information. It's not really important, but we're gonna talk with all them. Let's talk with Dad. So we're finally here. It's been over 2 years since I've been back to this village. Being you're probably too young to remember anything about this place now. Well then, let's go. Did you forget anything? And that's just your chance to basically go recheck those drawers, get that medicine herb. Now listen up, no matter what, little boy shouldn't cry. Take care now, boy. We don't have to talk with all these people, like I said. They don't really tell us anything new, but I like to get all the dialogue, so who are you traveling? Just you and your father? I like to show off everything in the game, 100% it. So, I have a save file on my test run. Okay, then goodbye now. I'll miss you. Take care. I won't be 100%ing this game. But I won't be getting like all the monsters. It's kind of like Pokemon in a sense, where you can collect monsters. In my practice file, I have all the monsters, so I'll just be catching monsters as I go. If I get them, I get them. If not, but I'll be able to show off all the monsters and all their max stats in the bonus episode. So after this, we'll be heading to another harbor. So it's goodbye for now, boy. But every so often, I hope you take some time to remember me. Did you forget anything? Did you check in the drawers? Yes, we did. Well then, Captain, farewell. Thanks for everything, and take care of yourself. Yeah, so we'll see all those monsters, their max stats and everything like that in the bonus episode. But for like right now, to get 100% in terms of this playthrough, we'll just be getting all the treasures and all the characters that you really can't skip. Or you can skip, but you don't have to necessarily rely on the random number generator to have them randomly join your party. Papas, it's you, isn't it? Papas, oh, it is you. You've come back safe to us. Haha, they may quarter or starve me, but no one can bump me off. Bean, Daddy's got some business to discuss this prisoner. Why don't you go play by yourself for a while? Don't go wandering off too far, okay? Yeah, Papa's just gonna tell us the same thing here. We'll talk with this guy here. So you're the boy that you took along back then. My boy, how you've grown. There's nothing for us to find in here, so we don't have to search any of these things. Must have been 2 years ago. A man named Papas left the harbor on his quest. He says looking for something dear to him. He took a young child looking, but what? You're that child? And Papas returned his ship? No kidding. Speak of the devil. So let's do what our father told us, and we can just do some exploring. As you can see, we got a stick and some clothes. Not too much, but it'll be enough for now. And we don't have any spells, but we will learn spells eventually as we level up. So let's step outside. And as soon as we step outside, we automatically get into a battle with 3 slimes. Pretty easy enemy here. 1 experience, 1 gold, and they can drop a medical herb. Now they're hurting us pretty bad here, but while Papas is with us, Papas basically joins And he basically double attacks, and he pretty much wipes out everything in one hit. So, not only that, he also will heal us between battles. So yeah, it's his way of taking care of us. So, you alright, Bean? And heals all wounds. It's a bit dangerous for you to go wander off alone, so promise me you'll be careful. Well then, let's go. And the game at first here, while we're with Papas, it kind of forces us to different places, so it makes us walk around with Papas, which is good though because Papas will keeps us from getting lost, and it also you know, helps us get some extra experience and gold, because any battle with Papas is basically just an easy win. She has some green ones there, we took them out, the long neck Kneasel, and finally we have the healing slime over there. As you can see, Papas takes care of everything in one hit. But we're gonna gain all that experience. Yo. It's random if you get into battles here, but like I said, it's good when you do get into a battle, because with Papas, he basically just, you know, is a guaranteed win. Alright, Bean. As you can see, after each battle, he automatically heals your hit points up. So you almost actually want to get into battles with Papas, but like I said, it's random if you get into battles. It's just like other Dragon Quests, there's, you know, random encounters on the overworld. Could it be, Papas? It's been over 2 years since you left. What am I saying? Questions can wait for later. I've got to tell everyone you're here. Everybody, Papas is back. Papas has returned. This is the first village, Santa Rosa. Papas, you're alive. What? That boy, is he? My, how we've grown. Please come visit us at the tavern, alright? Everyone wants to hear of your adventure. Yo, Papas, you're finally back. I know we did when we fight when you were here, but after you left, I was so bored. Well, after you settle down, you better tell me how you've been, alright? It's with you, Papas. Welcome back. While you were gone, the entire village was buzzing with rumors about you. Lord Papas, welcome back. Thank God you're safe. Oh, God must truly be watching over you to bring us back to us. Blah, blah, save that talk for church. There's just no time to speak like that. Hooray, Papas is back. Woohoo, Papas has returned. Hip, hip, hooray. Hey, it's that man in brown, Sancho. We saw him in the intro, that little dream that King Bean was having. He apparently is, one of Lord Papas' friends. Here's Bianca. She is one of our friends. Who is this little girl? Although we don't remember her right now, but we're going to learn a lot about her right now. She's apparently this lady's daughter. Oh, you must be Duncan's wife. What are you doing here all the way from Al Kappa? She was here to pick up some medicine for her husband, so I asked her to stop by. Oh, grown-up talk is so boring. Hey, you want to go upstairs? Doesn't matter what you say. If you say no, she's like, forces you to come this way. Yeah, Bianca's a little bit of a tomboy. She's actually another partner that we have, a potential wife of ours later on. She is 8, and that makes us 6. She's gonna read a book for us. It's funny because King Bean right now, he can't read. If we go read a sign, try to read a sign, it says like, it says this, but you don't know that because you can't read. Apparently Bianca has a little bit of trouble reading too, so. But she has no trouble getting into trouble. We'll see. And we find a leather hat. We want to equip that then. Items do not become automatically equipped when we find them, so you gotta go into your inventory and equip them. Oops, me, you must be tired by now, aren't you? Would you like to rest for the night? Well then, what do you do get tired of, Master? Don't hesitate, come and tell me. So yeah, it's basically a free in with Sancho here. We don't need to use it right now because Papas healed us up. But we will be doing a little bit of adventuring in this village. So, between those adventures, if we want, we can always just stop back here, talk with Sancho, get a free heal. First, we're gonna loot Sancho's house, find a strength seed. We can, once again, save scum. So we can get, seeds give you strength, intelligence. Seeds, they give you 1 to 3 stat points. So we can just wait, save our game, and then use it. And if we don't get 3, we can just reset. And keep going like that until we get the 3. It backs our stats out. Like I mentioned, it gets cold, even though it's almost summer. That's going to be another quest we're going to go on a little bit later on. This guy tells us about having to equip stuff when we find it, so yeah, that leather hat, we already did that. This guy's a weapon shop. We can buy a bamboo pole, but no, we don't want to buy that right now. We want to buy a sharpened bone later on, even though we can't use it. There's kind of a trick, but I'll explain that later. I wonder why Pops has been wandering for all these years. I was mentioning about later on in the game you can capture monsters and they join your party. But it's random if they join you or not. Some have, you know, it's basically 1 in 4, 1 in 8, 1 in 16, 1 in 32, 1 in 64, 1 in 128, or 1 in 256 to determine whether the monster joins you or not. You can get them to join you automatically though, if you do this trick. If you equip 6 items that only have those 6 items in your inventory, and those items include the cypress stick and the sharpened bone. But something's gonna happen. If you want to do that trick, you gotta buy those things now, because eventually something's gonna happen to the village. You won't be able to buy those until much later on in the game. So, you got another little guy talking there about the weather being colder than normal. Your Papa said not. Your Papa must have come to this village 5 years ago. He was a hard worker and everyone liked him, as I recall. So that was back when we were 1 year old. Hello there, what a cute little customer. This is a tavern, only allowed to basically get drunk here. Yeah, the translation is a little, I guess, loose. They use a little bit of profanity, but I was skipping that. So the person I sent to fish the herbs hasn't returned yet. To tell the truth, I wanted someone to go after him, but your father looks so busy. I wish someone would go to the depths of the cave and search for him. I came to city west here called Al-Kappa. They were looking for some medicine for her father, Duncan. Well, as you saw earlier on, he left to go on another adventure, and we're basically stuck in this village. But we have some things that we can do in this village, and we just basically were told what that thing is, and that is to go looking for the person searching for the herbs in the cave. What to do, what to do? The master went to fetch some herbs and still hasn't returned. I think he went to the cave in the village, but I wonder what happened to him. So all this is pointing for us to go on our own little adventure and go exploring in the cave here. I'll go point that cave out in a little bit. This is a church. If you go inside and pray, you can make a record for your journey. Yeah, you don't have to talk with kings or like a sage to save your games like in the previous Dragon Quests. In this game, and the next game, you save in churches. You're a good boy, aren't you? Then be careful not to get your father away, okay? If we go along this way, see this guard here, and we can see there's a cave up there. If we go further along this path, you reach a cave. But if you get lost in there, don't say I didn't warn you. It's hard to get lost in that cave. It's pretty small. We'll return to that cave a little bit later, on the other side, but that guy is blocking the path to there, so we can only go into the cave from the western side right now. But before we do that, we are going to save our game. We can also talk to the priest here to inform us, and that basically tells us how much experience we need for the next level. So 23, and Bean will gain another level. And we'll gain that level in our next episode when we actually go adventuring into that cave. So let's make our save here, and then we'll reset. And like I said, between episodes here, we can just save scum and max out that strength seed. So take care of yourself, have a good one, and see you in the next episode with more adventuring with King Bean. Have a good day. Bye.